Hey everyone, welcome. Definitely won't be beating any records today, that's for sure. This printer is not made for record beating. I am going to upgrade my Orca slicer here though while we get started. Get the latest version of Orca here. How's everyone doing today? I'm actually like semi-prepared today. I'll get this installed. Yes, uninstall the old version. Hey Lewis, welcome. Hey Canrog, welcome Mitsubishi, welcome. We'll get Orca updated here first, and then I did go through my config file on this guy to make sure that it actually functions as it should. UART is actually on this time. The motors are not going to melt off, which is great. And I have done delta calibration off stream just because it's a bit tedious. Awesome. Welcome, Jeffrey. So, process is the same as last stream for the delta calibration, right? Like, it lowered down and it probed about 6 or 7 points. I just used a piece of paper and I saved it. I officially saved it, so it has been calibrated. I've also done end stop calibrations on this as well. So the end stops have all been calibrated too. Not a massively necessary step, but it just makes optical end stops more reliable. And on a delta, that's basically your bed leveling. When you home at the top, you want that effector to be perfectly flat so that it's going to print flat. I'm going to leave this side panel off this stream. The final stream, probably next Saturday, I will be putting LEDs up here, and then we can put the panel on and hopefully the door and the top, and we should be good. Yeah, I just don't have the panel on, so you can see some wire. Well, you can see one wire. One motor wire here, and then my extruder I haven't zip tied up to the top, but lots of room in the top so that we can have some zip tie mounting points here, and we can zip tie this all up and we can put the lid on this guy. Like I say, hopefully the final stream number 7 will be just buttoning this up, just putting the top on, the door on, the side panel on, all that kind of stuff. But we are going to print today. I don't see why we're not going to, but you never know. We are going to print, or that's the plan at least. The first thing I think we're going to do is we're going to get some filament going through the hot end. And then once I kind of have all that, we're going to calibrate the hot end, or calibrate the extruder. So I am using a BMG extruder just on the side here. This is a really cheap metal clone off Amazon. And we are going to just do a final calibration on it. I have like a basic starting point for it, but I want to make sure that that's calibrated. We got to do a PID tune on the hot end, and we should be able to print after that. I actually did install the 15 fan on here, so we have a cooling fan. I just need to bolt on the duct, which we'll do. But let's get some filament running through this guy first. So actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do a PID tune first, so that we are getting accurate results. So we are going to PID tune. I'm going to PID tune this for 220 PLA because that's mostly what it's going to be printing. So let's pop open this. So we're going to do a 220 PID tune, which won't take long at all. Yeah, I don't care about the wiring. It's all going to get hidden anyways, especially on this printer, so it doesn't matter. I need to make some modifications to my effector. I'm kind of choking the fan out a little bit. I made some adjustments onto this and I didn't leave a big enough opening on the back here for air to get out, so we're kind of forcing air down, which should be okay for the stream, but I need to do a new, I need to make some changes so that air can get out the back of this. I was trying to make this stronger from like last stream, and I closed off the sides too much, and there's very little air getting out there, and you can hear the fan kind of struggling against it. But oh, we already did PID tune. We're already completed. Oh, I hate this stupid thing. Okay, I am going to share my screen so you guys can see what I'm doing here. And as always, I'll get my phone out so I can read chat. Because I don't have two monitors and I can't view. What's going on. Alright, so this error message here, I can't save my PID tune because I have this set up really stupidly in how Big Tree Tech sets it up, which I don't like. I basically have a dummy printer config here that's just pointing to the Big Tree Tech file, which I don't recommend this. It's not great. I want to take this information and I want to put it into the correct location, because your PID savings and automated stuff like that doesn't work if you don't have it done correctly. I want all the printer config stuff in one place, so I'm gonna save this. Yeah, I'm just gonna combine it all into one. I really do not like. So this is now a dummy config. I don't need it. So we're going to delete this. It's not how it should be set up. So that's all fixed up. It's all in one config file now. Unfortunately though, I do have to really quickly rerun a PID tune, but I'm going to wait till this gets to lower temp. Hopefully the fan noise isn't too much. Like I say, I am choking out this little fan here quite a bit because it has nowhere for the air to go. I have to make a few changes to my effector again, but that's not a big deal. I'll make some changes to that. I just wanted to change the tolerance of the holes here a little bit to make sure that it was oops. Let's not do that. Let's grab my PID tune quick tips here on my website, and we're just going to do this to 220. This should only take a minute or two. The wire, well, I actually don't know about the clone. I only use genuine bamboo hot ends, and the wires have plenty of space. I do have a clone though. If I can find it. So I actually do have a clone hot end. I've never used one of these. But yeah, there should be plenty of room for the wires. The fan shouldn't come close to the... Unless you're using thicker wires or something like that on yours. If I can get this out of the film. Yeah, these wires are the same on at least my clone. Hey Dirk, welcome. Okay, we did a PID tune and it actually worked successfully. Let's go back to the camera view here. Yeah, post a picture in Discord. I'm curious, because yeah, there's like a nice big gap there. The wire should be in the front, where there's that slot, but there's quite a bit of room there for the wires. I don't know if I can really easily show. I'll just flip this around temporarily here. So hopefully you can see, like, there's quite a bit of room in the in that slot for the wires. But like I say, I'm using the genuine hot end, like a genuine bamboo hot end. Okay, so we did a PID tune, so I am going to feed some filament in here, but we're going to home first. Hi Rebel, welcome. So let's home this guy. Just going to try to make a little bit better filament path so that we can get filament running in here. And I'm going to set the hot end to 220 and we'll just extrude some filament through. Oh, there's a break off support. You got to break off the little tab on the hot ends. That's meant to be broken off. You can see there's a break off support there. It's a print and place support. I've had this on here forever, so you probably just didn't break off the little print and place support. That'll do it. Okay, can I manually feed this? Yes. So try to get down there. So sure that looks good. Yeah, that makes sense as to why I'm like, there's quite a bit of room there, so oh, awesome. Glad to hear it, Derek. Excellent. Do you have a serial for your min? Did I serial your min, or did you make a ticket for a serial already? Okay, so we can... No, we're going to leave this running. I am going to do a PID tune, or not a PID tune. We're going to calibrate the extruder. Again, on my website, you can use my Clipper extruder calculator, so we can calibrate the rotation distance. So, Okay, you definitely should be getting a serial number on my Discord. Alright, so we're going to set our caliper to 70 millimeters. And then I'm going to get a marker. And we are going to mark 70 millimeters as best we can. I'm just going from the extruder body. There's a lot of room here and we can get the filament pretty straight. So I marked 70 millimeters there. Alright, so we are now going to run our commands here. So first thing, G91, and then we are going to tell the extruder that I want 50 millimeters extruded. So we're going to extrude 50 millimeters, and then we should have 20 millimeters left is the idea. Yeah, I'm excited to watch your new video, Mitsubishi. You're finally posting kind of regularly, so that's great. Awesome, Dirk. I'll keep an eye out for your serial request. Okay, so we finished extruding 50 millimeters. So now we can measure how much is left essentially. It should be 20, but let's see. So it looks like we have about 1847 left. So I think we have over extruded. So 1847. So we actually extruded 51.53, which is a little bit over extruded. So let's go into my printer config here. Let's go to my rotation distance for my extruder. And let's plop that into my calculator. So we need to just very slightly change our rotation distance, which is no problem at all. All right, so our extruder is calibrated. It wasn't far off. We probably could have sent it with that. So I think I'm going to go on to printables. And let's see if we can find a figure to print. I want to go into min, find There we go. Bright's minis. We're gonna print one of his minifigs, and I'm gonna scale it up though. I'm not going to print it like I do on Min. We're gonna scale it up. I already calibrated the extruder, so I will show. I can even show you guys what technically what the problem was. I can't say I know entirely why it was the case, but I will tell you what happened. What minifig do I want to print? So many to choose from here. Ooh, okay, we're gonna print an imp. I think this guy will be pretty cool. Alright, let's download this imp. And we are going to do a round base. I will share my screen for you guys here in just a moment. The minis are on the Min channel in my Discord. So, but it's Canrog. If you just search on printables, Bright, B-R-I-T-E, minis. Bright minis. Yeah, Bright minis. I can probably just link it on Discord or in chat. It's very easy. So these are my absolute favorite minis to print. They're all FDM compatible and no supports needed, and they're very high quality. They work awesome. So let's go to Orca Slicer. Okay, just give this a second. We'll see how close I am to the bed when we start printing, but I have a Rolo calibration cube on printables, Jeffrey. If you want to search, I think if you just search Rolo cube, I think it'll come up. I'm wondering if I want to just grab a vanilla. Let's go circular. Let's go 120. Go 150. Let's call this Delta Flyer. I love the Orca glitch, but let me share my screen here so you guys can see what I'm doing. I use Orca Slicer all the time now. It's just way better, much more frequent updates. New features are coming to it all the time. It just works. It's that simple. So let's go into here. So 220 for the first layer will be fine. We're not going to be printing very fast, so I'm going to go down to 210. We don't have a heated bed on here because my heated bed from AliExpress never showed up. That's fine. Okay, so 0.2 layer height is good. I'm not going to change much of this at all, actually, for quality. I am going to turn on arcs because we are going to be printing a bunch of circles. So we are going to put arcs on. If I go into my config, I think we set arc support on. Yes, so we do have arc support already turned on, so we're good there. I think I'll leave everything else as is for now. Strength, 3 wall loops is completely fine. We're going to do rectilinear is usually what I use for that. 15% infill is completely fine. Speed, first layer 50. We're going to slow it down because we're just on straight painter's tape. Outer wall 120 is all fine. Infill at 200 is fine. We'll do 5K acceleration. I think most of all this is pretty good. We should be okay there. So let's just see what we have here. Let's go in. Let's go into the imp. So we have our little imp guy here. Hey, Jaden, welcome. Like Canrock said, there is a Rook MK1 profile. A lot of times it's a V0 profile for the most part for a lot of my printers. Maybe there'll be a Delta Flyer profile. I don't really change a whole lot of stuff. Most modern slicers have a pretty good baseline, I find. So we're going to scale, we're scaling this guy up by 150%. So this should be a pretty cool print. I do have to attach my cooling fan duct though before we print. Hey Chaz, welcome. So we'll slice this quickly here. I just want to see. So 27 minutes, not bad at all. I don't know what I have set for macros here. So we got end stop calibration, blah, blah, blah. So I believe I'm going to have to grab my this one. Oh, I do have a macros one in here. Print start. So I'm going to just steal this print start. It's usually the go-to print start macro that I always use on all my printers. So we're going to do that. I don't have LEDs yet, so we're going to take that off. I do not have a heated bed, so we're going to take that off. Don't care about chamber temp. Again, we don't have a heated bed, don't care about that. We're going to home, heat up the nozzle, and then we're going to print. I do want to get a purge line set up here using Camp, because it's very easy to use and it's pretty much one of the best purge lines that you can use because it's dynamic. But for this demo, we are just going to use skirt. So we'll do a 3-line skirt. And I don't want it. Skirt type combine, 3 loops, and I only want 1 height skirt. I don't know why you would do taller, but we just want a single line skirt. There we go. All right. So I need to put in the IP for my printer because, again, Orca, we're just printing directly to the, or we're going to slice and we're going to send it directly to my printer. very, very easy. Pop that out there. Let's test that. We're good. So that's all set up. I'm pretty sure I am going to have to change my machine G code. I don't know if this is the one. I have my machine G code on my website, I believe. So for Orca Slicer, this is generally what I'm using. It should be the same, but we'll see. All right. "20 people watching, awesome. Yeah, smash that like button. Okay. What am I forgetting? We PID tuned, extruders calibrated, filaments loaded. Oh yeah, I need to attach my duct. So let's swap. To the camera so you guys can see what's going on. I'm going to get some bolts for this. I don't want really, really long bolts. Should do just perfect. So we are going to install the cooling duct here. Get this started. Oh, nice. Yeah, I ordered a camera, but I haven't even got it set up yet. It's sitting in a bag still. All right. So I'm going to tip over this. So I can get a cooling duct on here. Just 2 bolts. I know you guys can't really see much of this, but it's just 2 bolts to attach the cooling fan. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I want to try and get the line this duct up. There we go. I just get my, like, which cables are you talking about? I buy some, your stepper motor will come with cables. I just buy some rolls of silicone wire from Amazon. They're not really expensive or high quality or anything like that, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. All right, so we have our fan duct wired up here. Let me just, I desperately need two monitors, but I will eventually have two. Okay, let's Let's make sure our fan duct is working. We'll turn the fan on manually here. Yep, that looks good. All right. We are going to attempt a print. Hopefully we do not hit the bed. Okay, we are homing. It's a good sign. We're heating up. Yeah, actually, I want to get one of those long, on AliExpress you can get like very wide, thin. It would be perfect for chat, just right down here, so I could just read the stream chat, but I have a plan. Okay, we're over the... I think that's pretty much spot on. Basically spot on first layer. And it's already printing very well. Okay, let me move this a little bit for you guys. Hopefully I can get a decent view for you to see. I will put my little Rubin light on here for you guys. Hopefully see. Extruder sounds not great, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, I don't think I set my retraction in Orca. Wonder what my retraction is set. Let's see. It's probably not enough. 0.8. Yeah, this could be a bit stringy, but we'll let it print and see how she goes. So far, it's looking great. Yeah, I think it would be handy for chat, I think, as long as you could get like chat. I'm just worried about the height, because you could miss some messages or whatever, but I don't know, it could be all right. Because yeah, there's no real, I don't have a way to fit a monitor here, but what I'm gonna do is I have a 70-inch TV upstairs that is slightly, it's got a line across it, and we're gonna be upgrading our TV upstairs. So I'm gonna bring that TV down here and mount it on the wall behind the camera. And so I'll have a giant 70-inch screen with chat on it. That's the plan. Then I can read chat and I can have whatever I want on this monitor. That's the end goal. And that should be really great. And it's free technically because I have the TV already. Yeah, I'll have a very big monitor that I can use for chat or whatever I want. So I got a plan. It's just I got to buy a new TV to do that. So Amazon has had the TV I want on sale, but I've been on vacation every single time. So I haven't been able to get it shipped to my house because I'm not here, which really sucks. But see if we can't move this roll of filament here so it's a bit better for it to go in there. Should be a bit easier on it. This filament could have a bunch of moisture in it too. Oh, nice. Yeah, I officially sold my version 1 Pegasus prototype last week, so that's gone. I'm gonna have to get a hold of like LDO or someone to maybe get me a frame. So, because this is gonna be out of beta here in like a week. So I'm gonna be doing a video on it. Officially have all the files out. Everything will be ready to go. So Pegasus will be my next project. But I got to get a frame for it. I got to start getting that assembled. Because I am excited to get Pegasus all finished off and complete. And actually, I've never made an official YouTube video on Pegasus. Just one short. That was it. So, and it is a really great printer. This is a print that I did on my Pegasus prototype. So I printed this on Pegasus to show it off to the person coming to buy it. So this is off of thrown together prototype of Pegasus. So it prints really, really well. I'm excited to have the final version eventually. Oh, nice. That's great. Yeah, no, Delta Flyer is printing how I knew it should. What is my fan speed at 100? Okay, 50 fan speed. I should be printing at 210 though. I don't know why this didn't go down. Did I not save that? Yeah, first layer should be 220, the rest should be 210. I had that backwards in the slicer. I'll quickly change that. I'm using Gilo PLA on Amazon. It's another one of my favorite PLA. It's got an icy look to it, which I think Gilo is like Italian or something like that for ice or something like that. It's really, really nice PLA. It's made in Canada though, which is great, but you might not be able to find it if you're not in Canada. It's really nice. The extruder supported by Delta Flyer is a BMG. So I'm running a BMG clone and that is what is supported. My extruder is not even warm. Yeah, we're going to have some stringing, but that's okay. I don't have my retraction dialed in for this at all. Nice. So yeah, go on Amazon and search Gelo, or Gelo, G-E-L-O. It's really nice PLA. Michael, usually deltas can be quite tall, so you can print really high. They have less moving mass generally, and less parts. The belt path is straight. There's just a belt going up and down. It's not going all sorts of weird ways. I mean, bed slingers are the same. There's just a straight line for the belt path. But Deltas can be very, very fast machines. But they do rely on a very rigid frame. This is mostly 3D printed, so this printer I didn't make for speed. It's for print quality. But Deltas are a very, very capable motion system, and I highly recommend, if you're into building printers, you should have a Delta, because they're very, very cool. But you do have to take care when assembling them, making sure that there's no play in your arms and that type of thing. But yeah, it's not crazy expensive. I think 22 bucks or so. I don't remember what I paid for mine. I could probably even lower the temp of my extruder, or my hot end, even more. Yeah, you said you have almost all the parts, Canarog. Just order some MP jets. They're like 20 bucks, and get some like carbon rods or whatever, and you basically have Delta Flyer. You need a Delta. Yeah, I seen your videos, Canarog. Hopefully it works out. You really got to get it printing though, because the extruder works really well. It's the force that's required with Bowden that I don't know if it makes sense at all. I haven't done enough testing yet to really see, but yes, I did see his video. It's really awesome, but his Delta is very, very awesome, and he's put like massive amounts of time into that. I mean, both of them would be great. The Doron Velta is a cool-looking Delta for sure. I think it'd be a fun build, absolutely. I think it's around 300 bucks. I mean, $300 is the cheapest you can go DIY. There's no economies of scale on a DIY printer like this. So it's like as cheap as you can kind of go for any Delta or any DIY printer. That's the price that it ends up, because you get into that. It's 280 bucks US, 360 Canadian. So 280 US to build this guy right here. That should be pretty much everything except the Pi. So add another 20 bucks for a Raspberry Pi 02W if you want. But that's most of the parts. Of course, that's not pricing in like the belts and stuff like that. But like I say, that'll get you most of the way, 280 bucks roughly. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, their Deltas are very fun to watch. Okay, you're rebuilding your first printer. Nice. Yeah, I have a boombox on the other Delta Flyer prototype. So far, this is printing excellent. Yeah, so far I'm really happy with all my files. I gotta change the bamboo mount because there's no way air can get out from the cooling fan here in the front, it's getting choked a little bit. I made some adjustments last week and air is like not getting out very well, so I gotta just make a few little tweaks there, but my side panels worked well. I just gotta make sure the front door works. I'm gonna print the top cover, put some magnets in there, and this thing's done. Yeah, $300. It's the cost of stepper motors, your main board, hot end, extruder. Once you put all that together, it's always around $300. Like it's very difficult to get that any different. So yeah, I'm excited to see your serial request, Dirk, and definitely post some pictures on Discord. Post it in the Min channel of your prints and stuff. Yeah, I need a little bit more retraction on my, but it's not too bad. I don't know what I'm running on my other profile here. .2 and 40. Yeah, so 1.2 millimeters is what I'm running on my other computer. So I just need to up it a little bit. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out for sure. I have a really tiny well, not a super tiny camera, but I do have a USB camera that I want to mess with. It's not like crazy tiny or anything like that, but I'm curious to see. Oops, and I just dropped the camera. But yeah, I have this little guy here. I'm gonna maybe mount somewhere on this. We'll see. And then yeah, it's just a little USB camera. I ordered this a long time ago. Wonder if it'll just work. Maybe we'll plug it into USB on my, see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just gonna, before I forget, I'm gonna go into Orca and I'm gonna set my retraction to 1.2 instead of 0.8. That's what I'm running, 1.2, and speed is 40 millimeters. So that should be perfect for that. I did put pressure advance on here. I just took the value from my other printer, but it has a different extruder, so I have no clue if the pressure advance is correct. But so far, we're printing really great. And first layer, the very first time, looked perfect, looked spot on. We're at almost 50% on this print. We'll see what she looks like after. But very happy with how this is printing so far. And like I say, the files should be officially out of beta in probably a week. There's not really any work I need to do. I'm just verifying, making sure all the parts And like I say, I do need to fix the bamboo mount there, just so air can get out. And I have Z-Hop turned on, which I want to turn off Z-Hop. I do not need that. Z-Hop 0. Which will speed my print time up a little bit. Yeah, shaved off a couple minutes off my print time. Hey, welcome. Oh, you didn't get the notification. I should have posted in community on YouTube community that I was going live. I was doing a lot of Z-hops. So I'm curious if I grab what else can I print here if I want to do another print. Let's get rid of this. Go back. Ooh, a Dragonborn. We'll do a round base. Most linear rails, Jeffrey, are fine. I've used cheap Amazon ones. I've used random ones off AliExpress. Honestly, they really do work fine. If you want to spend a little bit of money, in the US, West 3D ones, Berserker ones are really good. But any linear rails, CNA on AliExpress are good. Like I say, I've used all sorts of ones off Amazon. They're fine as well. Yes, it is alive. We're doing a lot of Z-hops, but it's alive. I definitely fixed that in my slicer already, taking Z-hops off and fixing the retraction. Actually, we could do something a little bit easier to look at. Well, how long would we just do a benchy at these speeds? Probably like 45 minutes, I imagine. It's all ABS, so it's not really going to have really any problems. And the actual Delta Flyer is 150 bed. And the silicone heater is only 120, so the heater's not right to the edges anyways. It should be totally fine. Chamber temps are not going to be very high in this. It should print ABS Plus just fine. Yeah, I mean, it could be a workhorse. What are we at here for print time? So we're at about, yeah, 59%. Actually, how much? The benchy's going to be 42 minutes, but it'd be nice to see what a benchy looks like with an untuned. I obviously still need to do input shaper on this and stuff, but yeah, a steampunk Delta Flyer would be really awesome. You definitely need to do that now. All of the Z hops, just ridiculous amount of Z hops. That's a good question. I have a 120 degree camera right here. We'll plug it in and we'll see if it'll start working right away. We'll see what it looks like. I think 120 degree would, maybe 120 degrees too wide, I don't know. We'll see. I also don't know where I would really mount it. In the bottom corner here probably would make the most sense. So we'll play around with that a little bit too. Once I get LEDs installed on this thing, like I say, which should be on next stream, next Saturday, I'm going to order some this week and we'll mount them up to the top here. Then I can get all my panels on and stuff like that. Because I want to make an actual YouTube video on this printer now that it's up and running. I would stop this print because all the Z hops, but we'll let it finish. Yeah, I'm curious to see what this camera looks like. I think it's a 120 millimeter or 120 angle one, but yeah, we're at 67%. Should be done in like 10 minutes or so. And again, this printer is not made to do speed benchies or print crazy fast or anything. It's meant to print very nice quality prints and be easy to build and cheap to build. That's what it's for. So speed is not part of it. You can choose two things out of the three, and I chose be inexpensive and print quality. I did not choose speed. I've never tried to use multiple cameras. I assume you can. You would need a Pi. I would recommend a Pi 3 or a 4 then for sure. Don't run a Pi 0. But yeah, now that this thing is coming to an end, I can finally get started on Pegasus, finishing that off. The figure's a little bit wobbly, this one, so I've ordered parts for it. I've got so many projects I'm building at the same time. I ordered one major part for it. Hopefully this week I'm going to order the other 2 parts so I can actually build it. Should be some videos on that coming soon, I hope. I also have some job interviews this week, so I have to do a lot of preparation for those and stuff like that. So I don't have as much time right now, but it's good I'm finally getting some interviews, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have a job pretty soon, which will be nice. Yeah, this one's very flimsy. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, hopefully I can get something. Get some like consistent money, and it's not going to really change much for the channel. I won't be doing member streams as much, of course, because I'll be working, but I still do want to do member streams for you guys and stuff like that too. And I'm still going to grow my channel and all that kind of stuff, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, still IT. They're not validating work visas anymore. Yeah, it was actually the unemployment rate was really high in IT at the beginning of the year. That unemployment rate has come down quite a bit. So there's less applicants per job now. So my resume is finally getting seen, is what's happening. So before, like in January, February, March, it was over 100 people applying at one job. So your resume never gets seen. Like it goes in and it never seen, so you don't get any interviews. So now the unemployment rate is much lower for IT, and lot less applicants per job. So it seems like my resume is getting seen. So hopefully, you know, like I say, I have more and more opportunities coming up. Yeah, this guy's just wobbling all over the place. I'm actually going to end this print. If I could get a permanent visa in like Europe, in like Norway, Germany, like any of that stuff, it's very difficult to get that. So I was in IT management, but I'm kind of just getting into just anything now. How stuck is this going to be on this print, on this bed now is the problem. Yeah, this figure is like pretty wobbly. Do I have... I don't really have like a great scraper. There you go. I'm kind of going like senior assist administrator type thing right now. IT manager would be great, but there's not very many jobs for that. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this print. A lot of Z-hop and stuff like that. But it is definitely a functional print for sure. So let's see what a benchy is going to look like here. We'll do a print. Yeah, I think it's a little difficult to get a permanent visa in Norway, I think. Yeah, these legs are definitely pretty wobbly. I would have slowed this down quite a bit. And this is even scaled up, this little guy, but we'll see how well this one goes. I've changed quite a bit. If I can get this before it starts. We'll see how all this goes. Hey, welcome. Yeah, so far not bad though. Dialing my profile a little bit. Little low on the Z height there. I probably need a bit more fan speed too. Oh yeah, heat soaking is definitely something that you want to do. Oh nice. Awesome. A green rook is the best rook. Absolutely. Temps here. Yeah, they're a little hot. Probably dial those down. I don't don't know why it's doing that infill though. I didn't set it to that infill. Oh, I did not change the correct one there. Rectilinear. Let's change that. Purple is awesome too. Purple is another great color. Nice. Yeah, they're super fun to print. My cooling duct is scraping just a little bit. I joined the Discord. I had to look it up in the Discovery tab on Discord though. Most of my videos have links to my Discord. I should pin it in chat every stream though. You're right. I definitely should pin it in chat on stream, absolutely. But thank you for joining the Discord. It's an awesome place for sure. Yeah, I'll put it in the stream description too. That's a good idea for sure. Yeah. That should be an awesome looking printer. Hope to see some pictures. I do not know what this printer is doing here. Let's stop this guy and take a peek. I think I had a layer shift. I am using really janky motors. Yeah. It was printing really, really well. But I had a layer shift, it looks like. But nice, really nice print. But it layer shifted for some reason. I think my fan duct is catching on one side. I don't know why. maybe I can tighten that a little bit. Might have been a little low. I do have to lower my motor current a little bit though. It's running a bit too hot, so. Printer config, let's pop those down. I'm running 0.7, which is probably a little high for these cheapo Amazon motors. On my other Delta, I have LDO motors on them, so we're gonna lower these down to 0.6. Just yeah, they're definitely warm for sure, like a little warmer than they should be. Let's take this time to plug this camera in here and just see what this does. There we go, camera's mounted. Let's see here if this is going to work. Let's go. Dashboard. Webcams. Add. I might need to reboot. Okay, let me just save the cam here. I'm going to reboot this real quick. Give those motors a chance to cool down a little bit. But no, like the actual print looked really good with the Benchy so far. Obviously I need to do some input shaping and stuff like that too, but it'll be a little while off, but I already do have a version 2 for Delta Flyer in mind, but I don't even know if it'll be this year, so. Ah, there we go. We have webcam image. Let me just pop it. Pop it up here. Which way is this? Okay, so the cable mounts down. I gotta flip that. So yeah, let's flip it. Let's go into settings, webcam, edit. Let's do that. Is that what I want? No, flip vertically. Not the best lighting on the camera or whatever, but I of course have no way to mount it, but you guys can kind of get an idea. I will show it so you can see the. So you could definitely mount it like on the corner or something like that. Again, once I get LEDs in the actual enclosure. So like I don't know, something in the corner, like up here or something like that. Definitely functional, so not bad. It works, but we don't need that on right now. We'll unplug that guy. All right, so I'm gonna make just a few changes to speed here. We don't need to that'll be 2, inner will be 5, trail will be 5. Let's try something real simple here. Let's just do a cube. Because I am actually using just a random pressure advance value. I haven't even messed with it, to be honest with you. So let's go into the config here and let's just, I just took a pressure advance from a completely different extruder. So let's just do a pressure advance of 2. We'll take that way down. We'll see if that makes any changes. Yeah, I think crow's nest should be used by default, which I do have on here. Okay, so we made a change to that, made a change. Let's clean this off. And let's see what we can do here. Let's print. Made a few changes. See if we can get a nice calibration cube working here. Oh, and I think I want to raise up the just by 0.1 millimeter. Now it's too high. Maybe I should not have done that. I don't care too much about the first layer right now. I just want to see if this will stick. Nice. What are we printing at temp-wise here? 210, okay. Hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Our first layer sucked, but I want to see what the cube looks like here. Oh, we broke loose. Let's just shut this down. See what we got here so far. Alright, I am going to cheat a little bit. We're going to use some glue stick, just very light. Let's try that again. Nice. Yeah, those prints are really fun. I don't think we're hitting the fan duct anymore, which is nice. I do really want to get camp installed though, so I have a nice purge line. Oh, one of my joints is loose. One of my joints came loose. That would cause problems. Yeah, let's home this. Yeah, I definitely have a loose joint in there. It was moving a bit weird, I thought. Yeah, that's totally loose. Let's just double check. That's good. That's good. Yeah, it looks like just one, I probably didn't tighten it enough or something like that. It is very loose. That was actually probably from the crash, I bet. I might have to recalibrate this. That's better. Yeah, it's possible that I might need to recalibrate this, but I don't think I'll do that on this stream. Definitely had one joint loose. Yeah, there's some kind of wonky movement, so... See how that goes now. Might have to tighten up some belts too. Nice. Yeah, the Rook is a reliable unit for sure. Yeah, I think I calibrated the delta with that loose joint. I'm gonna have to rerun the calibration on this guy. Oh yeah, are you going to Smurf? Yeah, definitely. I'll most likely need to recalibrate. I think it's affecting some of the print. Oh, nice. Awesome. One day I will attend some events. But I am technically not allowed to travel being unemployed, so... Yeah, we layer shifted again. I think it hit something. Most likely due to calibrating with a loose joint. Get this off. Yeah, that's some really weird printing. It works though. And yeah, I just need to double check all my joints and basically recalibrate this guy. I think the calibration is out because this one top joint here was very, very loose. If I have a job, I'll try for sure. But yeah, we got Delta Flyer finally printing. I'll rerun the calibration and preparation for next stream. And I probably want to tighten up some belts a little bit here too if I can. So I'm going to see if I can do that. But yeah, thanks so much everyone for tuning into the stream. Next Saturday will be the final stream for this guy. We'll do some more printing, of course. We'll have some LEDs installed. We'll get the panels all set up and hopefully have a top cover on this guy. And it should be ready to go. But I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks so much everyone. Feel free to like the video and comment on it. There's gonna be more YouTube videos coming on this printer once I have it all buttoned up. I'll do a full YouTube video on it, and we will be streaming next Saturday to kind of finish this off and get this out of beta. So thanks everyone. Have a great weekend. I'll catch you guys all on the Discord.